where you're coming from. You don't remember where you're coming from. Rastafari. Why you turn your back on your brother when him need you? You don't remember the days when him feed you. You know when no obligation but you owe him some respect. All you need to do is just give him what you forget. Turn your back on your brother when him need you.
So welcome back again to my kitchen and to my channel. Now first of all, I'm using red kidney beans. Now you can use any kind of peas to make rice and peas, but the traditional way that you make Jamaican rice and peas is red peas. I have 2 cups of red peas right there. You could either soak your peas overnight, or you can soak it the same day you're going to do it, or you don't have to soak it whatsoever, right? Now this one, all I did was just wash it off real good. You want to make sure you wash off your peas real good, because you don't want no dirt on your peas when you cook it. So 2 cups, wash it really good. You can soak it overnight, your choice. All right, other ingredients that you're going to need to make your rice and peas, it's scallion. Scallion is very important, so I'm going to use 3 stalks of scallion, right? Scotch bonnet pepper. Right this summer of thyme, dry thyme. If you have fresh thyme, just as well use that. Salt, pimento seed is right there. Now some people say they don't have pimento seed, so use allspice if you have that. Your coconut cream or your coconut milk, however you choose to call it, is really important for your recipe. Do not use cow's milk and think you're going to have traditional rice and peas. I usually grate my coconut, but today I'm going to go fast, easy and simple. So here I have a can of Grace Classic coconut milk. It's really good. I like the Ocherius brand as well. It have a more authentic taste, the Ocherius brand, but we're going Grace Classic today. Now you see my water right this. Based on the peas that you're going to cook, some might be tender and some may take a longer time to cook. You're basically going to cook your peas until it's nice and tender, which I'm using my red beans right there. So I'm going to want to cook those until nice and tender, right? But if you're going to do it on the stove top, you want to start off with about 5 cups of water. Okay, so right there's my water. Alright, so I'm going to have my pressure cooker right there. I'm going to go ahead and put my peas in here. Give that a nice little rinse again. Even though I rinsed it off earlier, I'm still going to give it a nice little rinse again once I put it inside the pressure cooker. And I'm going to throw that water off. Now, my pressure cooker is pretty big, so I'm going to add 8 cups of water to my pressure cooker, right? I'm going to add my pimento seeds in there. We're going to give those peas flavor, so we're going to add the salt in. We're going to add some of that dry thyme to it. We're going to put the lid on this. We're going to cook this up nice and tender, and when we come back, my peas ready, alright? Now guys, if you're going pressure cooker route like me and do mine, you want to make sure you start counting down as soon as you hear the first shh. That's when you start counting down. Don't count as soon as you put the pot on the fire, because the peas don't start cook yet, right? I'm going to give this about 30 to 35 minutes to cook. That's all I need, because if it's not all done in 35 minutes, I'm going to go ahead and finish it up on stove top. But not make it past 35 minutes, because you don't want your peas to come out mushy like soup when you're done. Okay guys, now that my peas is about 90% cooked, I still have another 10% to go. That's okay, because we could finish that up on stovetop. You're going to go ahead and add your 1 can of coconut cream, and that totals 2 cups of coconut cream. You're going to add your scallion and thyme, and you're going to add your Jamaican Scotch bonnet pepper or any pepper of your choice. Now is the time that you want to go ahead and give it a taste test to know if it has enough salt in it, right? Now you also could add whatever else you want to add, but make sure you're not adding a seasoning salt in your rice and peas, because you're not cook, seasoning rice. You cook rice and peas. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cover that up for about 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. I'm going to come back and the peas should be finished by then. If it's not all together tender as how I want it, I'm going to add just a little bit more water and then give it another 10 minutes and it should be done. But I'll come back in 15 minutes and see how far it's at, okay? Okay guys, let's get into the rice while my peas are finished up. I have exactly 4 cups of rice in here. You could use any kind of rice you want to use. It does not matter, okay? But you're going to need 4 cups of rice. Go ahead and give it a good little rinse. And just be sure to get all the water out of that rice when you rinse it off, okay? Now, after 10 minutes, cooking the peas with the coconut milk and your scallion and thyme and all that other good yummy stuff, you're going to go ahead and add your rice in. Now, you want to turn your fire down and you're going to turn it on low heat. Don't put it on medium heat neither, because we want to steam this thing real good. So you put it on low heat. Now I'm going to add a little bit of butter or margarine right there. I'm going to get my foil paper and I'm going to cover that up nice and tight, just like so. And I'm going to come back within the next 30 minutes and see where it is. Okay, now it's time to check our rice after 30 minutes. Now you can see where the water and everything all steamed down, nice and slow on low heat. You're going to go ahead and check your rice. Right in the middle, right there. So, you want to make sure that your rice is cooked, because if your rice is not cooked, you want to give it some more time. You don't want to eat toughy rice. Let me bring you guys up closer. So you want to go ahead and just take your fingers and just press into the rice like that. And that feels pretty good. There's no hardness to the rice. But just to be on the safe side, I'm going to go ahead and taste the rice. And that is pretty good. Now, don't take your fork and mix up the whole thing in the pot. Just break it up on top, just like that. What you're doing here is making the top part of the rice go to the bottom and the bottom to the top. That's it. Now, if you check your rice and it's still kind of oddie, just add a little bit of water right into the middle right there, so right there, and just close it back up like that. I'm going to cover it back up with my foil paper like that, and I'm going to give it another 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, low heat, still low heat, right? And within 10 to 15 minutes, I'll come back, I'm done. All done. Rice and peas, fast, easy, and simple in my Jamaican kitchen. Now, if you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe, right? Share the video. Give me a big fat thumbs up, now man. Let me know where you want to see me cooking at my kitchen next. And as always, from my kitchen to your kitchen, enjoy. I'm going to let this cook for a good 30 minutes on medium heat. Cover it up nice and make it simmer. And when it's done simmer, it's time for we eat. So, see you back in a few minutes.
So this is in with your foundation, full coverage, you know, like bam. And last but not least, the last thing I tend to go for in my makeup collection is this palette right here. Let me show you what this baby looks like. It has a whole bunch of concealers. I believe it's $10.